Hello YouTube, it's me again. How's it going? Now, this is a topic I just thought about discussing, and it's not something I've ever thought I would discuss before, but I thought I might give it a go. So, why not? So, with that being said, the topic I would like to discuss is about minimalism. And I thought to myself, I was actually inspired to talk about this because of a wonderful documentary I watched called Minimalism. And you can find it on Netflix. It's about these two guys who have actually embraced the lifestyle of being a minimalist. For those of you who don't know what a minimalist is, it's just basically uh, it's basically defines as someone who chooses to live with less materials in their life. And it makes a lot of sense because it is refreshing to having to being able to move from one house to the next or to a state to the next without bringing behind so many materials and so many things with you. It's always advised, it always has been advised to em- to travel on a lighter load, as they say. But when you're a minimalist, it's actually easier to travel on a lighter load. And I say this literally because when you stop to think about it, it gets a little tough when you have more and more things that you buy, especially since we're living in a society and a world where we appreciate material things more so than we appreciate people. And the movie itself also had a very good message that pertains to how people actually appreciate how, as a minimalist, you can actually appreciate people more and appreciate material things less. And the reason why I do say this is simply because um, we're living in a world where, like I said, material things are appreciated more than people. And we're filled with advertisements on the new products to get, and now advertising is more powerful than ever before. I mean, not just if we had TVs and magazines and billboards. Now, the internet being a very strong tool, we have more of that than ever before. Uh, we have a lot of ads, especially whether it's here on YouTube or websites like Daily Motion, or even websites like the New York Times, where they have ads everywhere about this pill can help you lose 50 pounds, or get the they advertise products like masks and perfumes, or what's it called, the latest sales on clothes or whatever it is. Um, Clothes are a necessity. Food is a necessity. Water, other drinks to consume, those are things like a necessity. Toiletries and deodorant and hygienic products. Those are necessary things. But when we're talking about jewelry and the latest smartphone and what's it called, even colognes. It's I think it's worth spending money on, but it's not necessarily a need in any way, shape, or form. I mean, I think it's just a nice finishing touch if you want to get dressed up for a formal occasion like weddings or whatever it may be. The way I say it, it's kind of like, really, the way I say it, it's like, well, all these things that look nice, whether it's flashy and shiny like jewelry and rings and what's it called, gold necklaces, or posters and toys and action figures or trading cards. You have to ask, are those things really necessary? And if I'm going to move from one house to the next, or if I'm moving to a different state or another country, is it worth it having more things just so I can have more weight to carry when I'm traveling? That's something that's worth asking. And honestly, the easier thing to do is just move on a lighter load. It just doesn't. I don't think it makes any sense whatsoever to go from one place to the next. And some people, and I can understand why people don't get want to get rid of this stuff, because you have pride that, oh, I got this item here, and you know, you have an attachment to your material things, especially if it's like PlayStation video games that you love doing as a hobby. So I can understand why people don't want to get rid of the things and why people are so reluctant to do it. But the less things you have, the less attachment you will have to your material things. And honestly, this is why I think being a minimalist is a whole lot easier, not just for the sake of traveling and moving from one place to the next, but you have less clutter and you have more space. When there's more clutter and more space, your mind isn't clear. But the less stuff you have, I can see why people say that it's more of what's it called, a sigh of relief, simply because um, when you declutter, your mind there's more clarity mentally, and and I see that now, and slowly but surely this is turning into a growing movement. So I think being a minimalist is definitely a good idea, especially in this day and age where, you know, materialism and advertisements are more so in your face than ever before. So tell me what you guys think, and if some of you have been minimalists and you want to tell me what your experience was, put your comments down below, and I look forward to reading them anyway. And take care of yourselves and each other. Peace.